SummerSlam in Brooklyn this weekend. What's Saturday?
Saturday is NXT.
Okay.
Which is like the young guys and girls who are performing. Sunday is SummerSlam. Monday is Raw. And at all of these events, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
He's in the building right now.
AJ, you have John Cena, I'm guessing for probably the last time on this Sunday.
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing match. There's no doubt about it. I'm not exactly sure how New York feels about John Cena. They, get mixed reactions.
Yeah, New York's a tough crowd.
They are a tough crowd. So maybe they'll be with me when I do my favorite thing, beat up
I had
John
to put
Cena.
hands on
Beat up
John
John
Cena
Cena
right where you're sitting one day.
You had to put hands on him?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
How'd that work
You
out?
tell the story.
I mean, it was I gave him a nice chest chop.
Okay, and then what? And then what happened?
Then I went in and tried to, lift him up for the body slam.
Yep. How that
Right here,
work?
Shawnee was here.
Yeah, the chest chop, you kind of snuck that in. He didn't see it.
He wasn't even
coming.
ready.
Doesn't matter.
He
Doesn't
expected-
matter. I got it in.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then
so
what happened?
he got a little annoyed, and then Ebro tried to pick him up, and it just was over. He
What do you mean?
DDT'd him. He slammed
Yeah,
him
didn't
to
he
the floor.
clamp down and not
Yeah,
let
clamp,
you?
mean
Yeah.
clamp.
Couldn't do
I
it.
couldn't get up.
I
Now,
saw his legs wiggling.
AJ,
I just wanted you to know I put hands on him.
I appreciate it.
Tell
That's all I do.
everyone. Tell everyone. He's like Conor McGregor. He'll take on the whole. Oh, speaking of which, what were your thoughts on Conor McGregor saying he could beat up the entire WWE locker room, and what you guys do is fake, and what he does is the real thing, and you guys are a bunch of softies?
Well, I think Conor McGregor is one of the best promoters in any business. That guy gets himself over. I'd love to have him in the WWE. We don't really have a featherweight division, but maybe we can make one for him.
He is light.
if need be.
He's light.
He's a little bitty guy, little light guy.
Who can you
Yeah,
say?
that was such a diss. We don't even have a weight class for you, buddy.
Don't even. They're gonna not even cruiserweight.
You're too light to be a cruiserweight, pal. Put him in the women's division.
We won't say.
Sheesh.
Wow, women's division. I gotta be honest. There's some women's in the. There's some people in the women's division. I don't think he wants to with Charlotte.
No, she's bigger than him.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think she wants to with Charlotte. Now, you not even talking about yourself. Who in the locker room can you legitimately say is someone who Conor and probably no one would really want to get into a problem with?
I mean, come on. Brock Lesnar works for the WWE. One of the baddest dudes in MMA and pro wrestling, you name it. He's a bad dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he was bad before he went into the MMA. I mean, this guy was a national champion.
Yeah.
In collegiate wrestling. I mean, that's bad.
Yeah, I feel like there's a handful of people Conor probably. Like I feel very confident. I may be biased to my buddy, but I feel like Conor isn't gonna smack around Mark Henry. I feel like that's an unlikely.
Well, what am I gonna get in the octagon with Conor McGregor? No. Am I gonna even get in the ring? No. We're gonna go do it in the streets. I'm gonna pick up a rock or something. That's how rednecks do it. There ain't no rules in a fight, man. That's how we do it down south.
Speaking of being a redneck, but you are a redneck who likes hip hop.
I do, man. I'm not a complete, full, 100% redneck. I've never been deer hunting.
No, you never, not once.
Nah, I haven't.
Fraud.
I know.
You're a total fraud.
I do have a pickup truck. So,
But he has a pickup truck.
I got pickups outside, and I'm not a redneck.
Yeah, see, so you don't even.
I'm a snowboarder.
Yeah, he throws a snowboard in the back.
oh well.
You
Yeah,
get
I got nothing, man.
You got no credit.
I've been fishing. Does that count?
I've been fishing, and I'm Jewish. That really doesn't mean anything. Oh wait, so but last time I saw you said your favorite rapper was Lecrae, or he's one of them.
Dude's bad, man. Christian rapper, but that doesn't make a difference. If you can go, you can go.
Lecrae's been up here several times. We've done some shows with him. Great. I love his last album. I know he's got another project on the way out, right?
Yeah, man.
Anomaly was amazing.
He's so talented. It's unreal. The lyrics that he comes up with, man. I know. I've listened to one of his songs, man, and dude brought tears to my eyes because it was so real. Like I said, one of my favorite rappers ever.
Who else? Anyone else in your current rotation that you're listening to a lot? I know when we were just talking off air, I saw where you really you were getting hyped up. We started talking about LL Cool J and Run DMC, and I saw you start getting kind of hyped up. So
Yeah.
Are you an old school guy?
I'm an old school guy. I mean, when guys talked about who's the better rapper and stuff like that, I dig that, man. And some of the stuff they say today, man, I can't listen to that with my kids, in the car. Even though he's trying to download, my 11-year-old downloading some stuff. I'm like, hey, man, you know what they're saying? Don't download that crap. Let's get the clean version.
Are you a Drake guy or no? Drake?
No, I'm not really.
Are you kidding?
He's like,
I mean, there are a couple songs that. But,
Have you listened to any Kendrick Lamar?
No.
So you should sit with some Kendrick Lamar. Don't you think if you like Lecrae, Kendrick's a good place
he
to go?
made still the vulgarity.
Well,
Kendrick
the
Johnson
vulgarity. There's vulgarity, but with a purpose.
Yeah, okay.
What about J. Cole? You like J. I bet you like J. Cole too.
I'm out of this loop.
Yeah, how old are you, AJ?
I'm 39.
Did you really think that at this point in your career, you spent all those years with TNA, that now at 39 years old you'd be on in the biggest spot you'd ever be?
Everything happens for a reason. timing is everything. When I came in, it seemed like everybody was hurt. It was a perfect time for me to come in and make a name for myself. And I know that there were some rumors that they had no more, story for me other than a mid-card guy. But the cream rises to the top, and when you work hard, you get what you deserve. And I'm never, I always want to be the best in everything I do. So I'm gonna get a little bit higher than this.
I'm just very impressed by it because I remember, when you debuted, I was sort of saying, people like me are going to be really excited, right? The people who've paid attention. But like, man, I used to do the TNA podcast. Like, I've watched most of your career there. Is the casual WWE fan going to be excited? And then when you showed up at the Royal Rumble, and from that minute on, it's just been jetpack. You've just been on.
Yeah, man. I just want to give them what they want to see, And despite my age, man, I can still get it. I can still go.
I'll say
in the
you can
ring
still
and
go.
get after it, man. And I'm having some of the best matches in my career.
I saw your first house show at MSG with John Cena. And John at that point had not been working that much. I mean, let's be realistic. He'd probably only worked a couple of matches in months. What was it like? What was it like starting to work with him and getting comfortable with John Cena?
It's definitely an experience. John's been doing this for a long time, and I realized how good this guy really is. He doesn't get enough credit, but he's really good at what he does. And we went on a live event in the Garden and went about 30.
You guys did like 40
We didn't
40
play
minutes.
around. It wasn't your average live event. We got after it.
Was it your first time in the Garden?
Second time in the Garden.
Also, I know you respect money, so John has a lot of that.
Yeah, he really does well in that department.
Yeah, you should probably pick his brain. He's a good person.
Dude, you have no idea how much I'm
Sounds
probably
like
getting on
you
his
gotta
nerves.
kick his ass first, and then you pick his brain.
Well, yeah, you got to earn his
I'm gonna see
respect.
if I can kick some knowledge out of him. And,
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
You
Kick
know
some
what I'm
knowledge. Just a little ass and a little brain at the same time.
Well, not brain.
Whoa, hey,
That's
yo,
you
that
know
was
what you put that
too far,
the
too
wrong
far.
way. All right, this weekend WWE SummerSlam. Like I said, if you don't have tickets already, you're probably done. Laura Styles, anything you have for AJ Styles?
I was gonna say I wanted to go with you, but I guess it's sold out. Can I still go?
Do you really want to go?
Yeah, you took me to Monday night,
I took you to Raw.
right? And I had a great time.
You did.
What'd you wear?
Can we not talk about that?
She did
What did
really.
you wear?
She brought the girls out. It really
I
was.
just had like a
Oh.
low
That's how we
V-neck shirt.
Hey.
It wasn't that bad.
Listen, if you got it, flaunt it.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Hey, listen.
Thank you, AJ.
And flaunt it at a WWE show with children everywhere. Apparently, I mean, listen.
Well, you guys were already a tag team. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? So
that's-
just bring them on
So
out.
that's it. You have no choice. You have no choice of going.
All right, AJ Styles, thanks for coming by, bro.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
WWE is here this weekend.